Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us at the Bahamas Agile and Project Management Community's Professional Development Day. Just waiting for my co-host to enter the room. Lee Lambert should be joining any second. So great to see you all today. It's very early. Hi, Lee. Lee, can you position yourself better on the screen? You're in the ocean there. Good morning again, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us on this, the inaugural Professional Development Day for the Bahamas Agile and Project Management Community. It's great to have you with us. We are your host, Andrea Pratt-Smith. I am the founder of the Bahamas Agile and Project Management Community, and my co-host down at the bottom of your screen, who wants to feel as though he's actually in the Bahamas with his very tropical, breezy background and laid back. I won't be surprised if Lee is actually in a beach chair. That's why he's so low on his screen. So Lee and I are going to be your hosts for this day of learning. Thank you for being here with us. And to get us started, we just want to tell you a little bit about the Bahamas Agile and Project Management Community. I know many of you have been with us from inception. The community of practice was founded on June 1st of 2021. And we've been growing and going strong ever since. Lee has actually been with us from day one. Lee was our first speaker after the launch. So Lee would have presented on June 8th. We launched on June 1st, and Lee has been a strong supporter ever since. He came down to the Bahamas last year, and he would always tell persons that he was not in for what the assignment was when he arrived in the Bahamas. He thought he was going to be going to the beach and that he would be relaxing at the hotel, and he would just have a blast in the Bahamas just being a tourist. But he did not realize I had a full schedule lined up for him. We had media appearances, we had radio show appearances, we had workshops we did at the different universities, and it was a nonstop going. And in my defense, and I will say in my defense, Lee, I did take him to the beach. Now, did he get to swim? No, he did not, but he did get to feel sand. He sat on sand, he felt sand, and he saw the waters, but he didn't get to swim. So he will tell you, and I've heard Lee said this before in live sessions with live people, that I worked him on overdrive when he came to the Bahamas, and he thought he was coming for relaxation, and that was not the case. So the next time Lee comes to the Bahamas, I have to be a more cordial host and actually take him to visit some of our historic sites, go over to Atlantis, make sure he has some time at the beach. He visits with the flamingos and whatever else we have here that he wants to see. But I did make sure he had a Bahamian meal. He did enjoy some nice Bahamian food. And he did get to experience John Canoe. And he also got to visit our straw market. So Lee might tell the story different, and I was waiting on Lee to come off mute so he could tell his version of the story, because this is my version. Lee's version may be something totally different, but we did have a blast, and we're looking forward to hosting Lee again when he visits the Bahamas, which I hope will be very soon. So just to give you a bit of an insight on what to expect during this professional development day, I know many of you would have had a chance to go into the lobby. You've seen all of the sessions. I'm hoping that you've bookmarked a few sessions that you want to attend. You will be able to come in and leave throughout the day if you need to. And also we have a few videos that you can watch and a few resources that you can download. Now, I want to bring to your attention that we did send out our digital reflections journal earlier this morning, and we found that we had one sponsor information missing. So we're going to resend that again after the event, just so we can make sure that everyone is included. So if you're a sponsor or a supporting partner and you had a chance to review that digital reflections journal and something is not right, please let the team know, give us a chance to correct it, and we will redistribute that digital reflections journal at the end of the day. I think we lost Lee, so we're going to just go right ahead. So I did say in the beginning that this is our inaugural professional development day. This is the first time that the Bahamas Agile and Project Management community has taken on such a huge initiative as a professional development day. And we took it on as a learning experience. We really wanted it to be where our interns and everyone who volunteer with our community of practice, they learn to actually implement a project, a live living project. And that's what this initiative has been for us. We took it on as a project, we executed as a project, and now we're launching it today. And it's we just had a blast learning and experiencing how to actually run a professional development day. And I will tell you, you know, as the audience, you get to see the final product, but this has been months of preparation. We started the planning process from January, if you could believe that. So this was a conversation and an idea that came about from the beginning of this year. And today, November 7th, we're just seeing it come to fruition with the launch. So thank you for being here with us, being patient with us, and learning with us. This has been an awesome experience. I know I see a few of our team members are on the session, and I just want to thank them and give them a special shout out, because this is not a one-person show. This is a team of committed volunteers who've put in blood, sweat, and tears into making sure that we have a successful event and that the experience is top-notch. So throughout the day, they will be interacting with you. Take advantage of the networking opportunity. Make sure that you meet new persons who you've never met before. Don't just go in a corner and speak to the people who you know. This is an opportunity for you to network and get a chance to meet persons from around the world who you may not have had a chance to meet in another setting. So please take advantage of that, build those divine connections, and make sure that this event is something that it has a starting point, but it can grow and blossom into so many more projects. So that's our goal for the day, that we're making connections that spark bigger projects and bigger initiatives and make an impact in the world. Now, that's the overview of our professional development day. We start promptly at 10:30 a.m. and we're going to run until about 3:30 this afternoon with different sessions. Bookmark what you want to attend. Like I said, you can come in and out. And if you have any technical issues, please let the team know. We have a few moderators who are behind the scenes, who are going to make sure that everything runs as smoothly as possible. Nadia, you can give them a wave. Natalie, give them a wave and let them know you're one of our moderators. So we have our moderator, Natalie, and also Carla, who's not on camera. They are behind the scenes working out any technical issues that we may have. And just to get us straight into the sessions and keep us on track with time, because in project managers, we're all about timing. Our first session is going to be with Hit Refresh, where we're going to have a icebreaker and an opportunity to connect. And Hit Refresh is going to be led by the founder, Angeli Leon. She's going to take us into that session at 10:40, which is a few seconds from now. And we are learning this platform as you are experiencing this platform. So please be patient with us. We're going to do our utmost best to make sure that the experience is valuable for you. And I just want to shout out everyone who is here. I see our head of membership from Scrum Alliance, Will, is here. Thanks, Will, for joining us. And I will stop speaking and turn it over to Angeli.
Thank you, Andrea. Are we going to, I guess I'm going to go start the session where people need to join the Hit Refresh session. So see you all in...
You can start the session. I think it's going to just transfer us over to your session.
Excellent.